Saladrian, I'm sorry. She was one of the partners of the Saladrian Yumashi. And those two, amongst, I think there were two more that were sent to watch over Maswendale at the beginning of time. They were sang into existence by the Celestial Choir, much like the rest of Maswendale was. But they were sent here to watch over us and make sure that we were safe from the things outside of this world, just in case things got hairy, because with 1,000 singing voices singing things into existence, sometimes things get a little dark. But Yumashi, he was very strict with the First Men, and he walled us off here. That gate out front is what he used to keep us in here. And before, all these mountains around us were not here. It was more of just a straight line. And to be able to leave, we had to pass through the gate. And he put he crafted a watcher for us. And it was a strange thing. It had the head of a ram and the lower half of a horse and the top half of a bear. It was a monstrosity. And it would only let a few of us out from time to time. And the First Men, our ancestors, did not appreciate that. And that is why you find the head of the ram on the gate, as they killed him. And once that happened, Yumashi showed up and tried to punish the First Men. What he did not see coming was the resistance from everyone who was in existence. They thought it was time for Yumashi to go. And when he showed up, he slayed almost all of the First Men, with the exception of the 3 houses that still stand today, with the exception of Siren. He killed almost everyone, but we killed him. But in part, that is why the mountains are completely surrounded by, or why we're completely surrounded by mountains, was he fell all the way around us, and he apparently was his spine would come out from his back and it looked like mountains, and that's what all these mountains around us are. What we didn't know was that there was Vimeria, which was the one who he was partnered with. And once he died, she wept and created the seas around us. And she has been weeping ever since. Now, she hid herself from existence. We couldn't see her before. And that's why now it's strange that she's back. And I don't know if she's just now aiming to punish us. But if that is the case, then that could be why all of this is happening. Because it's not happening to any of the other races, because the other races weren't here. The First Men were the first race.
And she's trying to punish you. Why?
So then why am I trapped here?
That's a good question.
Why is he trapped here? We can't just leave? Have we tried that yet? Let's try and walk it back out the gate. Bye, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Well, on his, what happens if you try to leave?
When any of us have tried to leave, excuse me, we make our way out of the gate, and then we are teleported. We're dropped back down somewhere in Morendale, and we have to find where we are to be able to make our way back home.
Well, it sounds interesting.
And that's whenever any of the First Men try to leave, because that's all you guys have here.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody of any other race has ever tried to walk out those gates.
And they're not really here, no. I mean, it's mostly just the First Men that live here.
In the 2 months that this has happened, since you guys have been trapped here, essentially, nobody else has come through these gates.
Well, the only closest town to us was I can't remember what it was called, but you said that you'd taken it over.
Sure.
Wallace, but it's Wall now.
Yep.
And they didn't really come visit us in the first place. They didn't really have any they didn't trade with us, and they did back before this happened. They would try, like a few of them would come, but most of them would leave. And I don't know if any of them have had to go, like have tried to leave since this has happened, but they stopped coming a long time ago. I don't know what happened in Wallace that made them stop leaving their town. But
it's a vampire.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what you told me. That could be why.
So when people like appear, say they appear somewhere else, are they always like on the ground, or like people like appear like on roofs, places, or in a tree, or like in the sky, and you're following like real random? Or
it's real random. Oftentimes they're on they're on the solid ground, but there have definitely been times that men have fallen from the skies.
No women though.
Well, no.
Men and women and children have fallen from the skies.
Oh wow, that's dark.
Got dark real quick. Why'd you
I thought it was just raining men.
God, fuck you.
You said that
Piece
one up.
of shit.
It was like a perfect setup, but you didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And she's mad at you because what did you guys do again?
They killed her lover,
life partner.
Well, whatever.
And why?
Because he was a douche. It sounds like.
Because he was trying to.
And she's your god.
Treated us like cattle.
And she's your god.
She is a god. She is one of the watchers over Morendale. There are 3 more.
Well, why don't you ask the other gods to like?
Well, we can't really do that. They're not our gods. They are our watchers. They are caretakers of Morendale. They were sang into existence at the same time that Morendale was sang into existence as to watch over Morendale. They're not our gods.
They're just
They're sort of like
where are they?
Where are they? That's the thing is
they
you can't
exist in physical form or they don't.
Well, we didn't think that they did, but now we see her in her physical form.
When you killed Homeboy in his physical form, so
yeah. But he was always in his physical form.
Right.
She chose to not be seen after his passing, and now
Have you tried killing her yet?
No, we don't really have ships to go
just
out.
Throwing that out there. I mean, you killed one of them. I didn't know.
Well, yes, and if we could get her here, I know that we would all.
You can't just go to her.
Well, no, she's. When we go to see her, you'll see how far she is away. She's massive. That's why you can actually see her. But she is hundreds of miles away in the ocean.
Are you fat shaming her?
No, she's just very tall.
It's tall shaming.
All these gods sound way less superior to the Cat Lord.
Have you tried praying to your other gods?
Or praying to the Cat Lord?
Yeah, Cat Lord might be able to help us out.
I don't know what the Cat Lord is.
Sounds pretty cool.
Boy, he's his god. My god's pretty cool too.
He's the dopest dope that's ever doped. You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
if your gods won't listen to you, like maybe mine will.
We don't really keep gods in Morendale after we killed one of these.
Cool. You know gods are really strong, right?
Well, so
like-
are the people that can take down sort of.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of them. One
Right.
god can do that.
Like if
really
you got like there's like
easily.
3 others, like you get them together.
I would
and be
argue
like,
that one
let's-
god could probably kill all of the Watchers at the same time.
Maybe. I'm sure you're right, but
Probably
you'd
just
have
like
to
a-
think about it too. I mean, if the one who created everything created them for one specific purpose, and you have people trying to kill them, they probably won't like that very much.
Wait, the one.
The one true God, which is the celestial choir,
Oh,
the creator of
I
everything.
I see where we have a loss here. They have weird gods that aren't real.
No. We don't worship the celestial choir. It's just we know of their existence from.
Have you seen them?
but that's a multitude, though, right?
Well, have you seen your God
Yes.
in its true form?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of yeses. But
Have you not-
that's a multitude, though. So it's not like that's just one
It's
god.
one
It's a group.
sort of being with 1,000 heads.
I have a question.
Well, it doesn't sound nice.
Could the celestial choir sing into existence a pepper so hot that they themselves could not eat it?
Oh, good question.
This is a good question indeed, because you see now this proposes an interesting paradox. Either it cannot create a pepper so hot that it can't eat, making it not all powerful, or it creates a pepper so hot that it can't eat it, making it not
But
invulnerable.
if it's trying to make a pepper so hot that it can't eat it, then it's going to make it where it's has a weakness to that pepper, so it can't eat it.
And then we'll use that against them.
We're going to do this now.
Let's take the god down with the pepper.
The choir is not an angry deity. It's
Is it a big
just
thing with a bunch of faces, that you said?
1,000 heads, yes.
It doesn't sound like it.
So we need 1,000 peppers. That's a lot of tongues we got to burn.
How many? You can't really grow things here because of the winter.
Right. Yeah, we used to be able to, but now we cannot.
Our new quest is to
It's to
find
just get 1,000 peppers.
That's not how this campaign is ending. Just so you know.
Oh, it may be how it ends.
You guys are on your 999th pepper, and I'm like, we're not playing anymore. We're done.
The quest for the peppers. Anyway,
Oh, new D&D name right there.
1,000.
Quest for the peppers.
But
Icosalypse, quest for the peppers.
I understand that it seems like you think that maybe we're like a crazy group of people that believe in like one true God.
I
but
never
it's
said that.
it's this the celestial choir sang in your gods into existence as well.
I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, you believe whatever you want. That's fine. That's cool. I mean, that's great. Who do you?
I don't know enough
Who's
about
your
that.
god?
Sylvanas.
Utis?
Nice. They are I've read about them before. It's an excellent god to devote your life to. They seem very understanding, and I don't know.
Did you read about my god and your god's like, hey, what I did today diary?
No.
Because maybe he didn't make my god.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe.
Just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, but we
Surely there's at least one self-made god.
maybe.
Right? We live in a world of magic. Surely
Yeah.
at least one.
Well, all the gods
Strange
once walked the
magics
earth.
are happening right now every single day, so there could be other gods that we don't know about too,
Little punk
for
ass
better or
god.
for worse. Because there are other realms other than these. So, but
It's
I don't
like
know.
1,000-headed god seems really mean.
Well, they created us.
I'd assume that it's a healthy mixture of
Oh, there's got to be a
mean,
healthy
nice.
mixture of good and
There's
evil.
1,000 heads. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be some meanies, some nice ones, some
And that's why
elderly people.
That's why the
kids,
guardians
I don't
were
know.
sent here.
Yeah,
to
but if you have a
Morendale.
roommate who's just like an asshole all the time, eventually you're going to become an asshole if you're stuck there. I think they're all assholes by this point. It's like an
You know, that's
infection.
actually not.
Don't you
a
think that
completely
if you're
invalid point.
an asshole hanging out with a really nice person, that you might also become a nice person?
I think
Don't you think
the
it works
darkness
I think
takes
darkness
over
has a
easier.
tendency to corrupt a lot easier. But yeah, no. I see where you're coming from on that. But I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah. So it's a bunch of assholes.
But if it's 1,000 individual heads with individual thoughts, if they're all singing different things into existence,
That's why a few of them, like I said, sang in these guardians from Master Dale.
Yeah, that's cool. But what happens if, for whatever the fuck reason, one of them is just like, and then a meteor kills everyone? What do we do then?
Well, don't you think that they're probably doing something else other than messing with what they did thousands and thousands of years ago? Don't you think they're working on new things right now?
so they've forgotten about you.
I don't know, but it concerns me that there's 1,000 different personalities that essentially are just weighing in on our existence. Because have you ever met any random group of 1,000 people?
No.
Because I'll tell you what, I
No,
used to
I have
perform to pretty large groups, and I'll tell you for sure, at least in one in every 1,000 people, real piece of shit.
You performed in front of 1,000 people before?
I've seen like 20.
Yeah.
Either way, dude, take a group of 10 people. I don't give a shit. Take 10 people.
Yeah.
At least one of those people is a piece of shit.
I don't disagree.